What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Welcome in to PropsMadeEasy.com, the best player prop tools you could possibly ask for. No more needing help from anyone. You can literally dominate Prize Picks on your own. You can become that guy whose Discord you joined and lost most of the time. Now you can be that guy, but be a winning version of him. You feel what I'm saying? So thank y'all for joining me as always, man. PropsMadeEasy.com is the site that you could join up and use these tools I'm about to use in this video. Hopefully you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. It's Friday, time to get back to this money. So let's get it. Looking over the PME tools for NFL. At the top of the list for NFL, let's first look at sportsbook differentials and see who's really popping. Kyler Murray's passing yards under is popping, 227.5 on Prize Picks. He's 223.5 other places, which makes it a -4 sportsbook differential. But projections also under at a 219, -8. So the under on Kyler Murray is a good spot to start there. Bijan Robinson's rushing yards is set at 62.5. We like the under there on him as well. He's 59.5 other places, a -3 sportsbook differential. We haven't projected where these other sportsbooks have. So that's a double whammy. Not only does sportsbooks like the under, but the projection is damn near identical to other sportsbooks as well, which makes us feel pretty confident that the under on Bijan Robinson rushing yards is the way to go there. All right, the under 62.5. Looking at overs, a few of the top overs. Raheem Mostert, rushing plus receiving yards, over 79.5. A-Chain will not play, so Mostert with his rushing plus receiving at 79.5 looks good. 81.5 other places, that's a 2 sportsbook differential. We haven't projected again, right around where these other sportsbooks are. All right, a 2.9 projection differential. So the over on Raheem Mostert's rushing plus receiving yards is a good place to start. Some of the biggest projection differentials is the under on Joshua Dobbs passing plus rushing yards is set at 275.5 on Prize Picks. He's 273.5 on other sportsbooks, which makes it a -2 passing plus rushing yard differential. We haven't projected for 254 rushing plus passing plus rushing yards, a -20. So that's huge. Jonathan Taylor is his line for rushing plus receiving is set at 105.5. He's 104.5 other sportsbooks. We haven't projected for 88.7, a -16.8. Looking at overs, Alan Lazard receiving yards at 15.5. We like the over. Other sportsbooks have him at 16.5, which is only a 1 difference. We haven't projected for 28.9 receiving yards, which is good because that script has them playing from behind. Good spot for Alan Lazard to fall into to hitting that over 15.5 receiving yards. We haven't projected for 28.9 at 13.4. Over on Devontae Smith receiving yards, he's set at 56.5 on Prize Picks, 57.5 other places, which is only a 1 receiving yard differential. But projection is at 66, a 10 projection differential. By the way, speaking of projection differentials, all that stuff, as you guys know, we planned on releasing our Apex simulator. Okay, PME's Apex Simulator, which is the simulator that will simulate games 10,000 times down to the play level to give you the most accurate projections that have ever been seen in player prop industry. But we are finalizing a few things. I was hoping to drop it today, but it might be more like Monday, Tuesday range, something like that. We will see, but we're not going to release it until it is perfect and ready to go for everyone. We don't want to rush anything. This is a big program for the industry, so definitely I have some questions for them. We're going to have meetings and stuff like that over the weekend and really iron things out and make sure everything is up to par and where we want it to be, all right, before we release that. But stay tuned because the PME's Apex Simulator will be ready here shortly. All right, let's move on to NBA. Looking over NBA at the top of the list, I want to talk about Nurkic. Points and assists is set at 12.5. Vegas has the over at -130. We haven't projected for 17.24 points assists against Memphis today, a 4.74 projection differential. Love Nurkic points and assists. Not only is Vegas heavy on the over at -130, but projection also is, so that's always good. Now I'm looking for another spot, see if there's any big big sportsbook differential spots that we have on tap for us today that also have a good projection differential. Herbert Jones points assists as an option. Rudy Gobert points rebounds. Those are all -130s. Let's check unders real fast. Nothing too crazy. So let's go ahead and go the top guy. You guys know how much the tool loves Zach Collins, but I'm going to go with Drew Holiday's PRA. Drew Holiday has returned me a ton of money. When the tool is on Drew Holiday, I have been rocking with him, and he has really been coming through each and every time. I'm hoping that continues here against Orlando. Drew Holiday's PRA is set at 24.5. Vegas has the over at minus 120. Projection of 30.51, a 6.01 projection differential. So really like Drew Holiday's over against Orlando. And then we're rocking with Jusuf Nurkic, points plus assists over 12.5 as our NBA plays for today. For college football, the best value is going to be under on KJ Jefferson's passing yards of 205.5 at a minus 5 sportsbook differential. And then the over on, wait a second, I'm not understanding. Okay, so KJ Jefferson's passing plus rushing yards is looking like a solid over, but his passing yards is looking like a solid under. So not only is KJ Jefferson's passing yards as one of the more solid sportsbook differentials for plus EV on the under, but his passing plus rushing is solid for the over because obviously KJ Jefferson runs a lot. So that value is good. Now you could go with either one of these if you want to pick a side. I'll go ahead and lean the KJ Jefferson's passing plus rushing yards over 251.5, but you can go any of them. The next best options are going to be these minus fours, under on Anthony Gould receiving yards 52.5, Blake Corum's rushing yards under 88.5, Cameron Ward's passing yards under 300.5, and then Omarion Hampton under 114.5 rushing yards. Looking at college basketball, we have many options. They're all 0.5s, so you can play any of these options. I'll just pick a few. I'll definitely rock with the over on Jaden Bedieko. Rebounds over 6.5 because it's a half line. And outside of that, I mean, you can go anybody else with him. But over on this half line for Jaden Bedieko is where I'm going to go for college basketball. But like I said, all of these are plus EV. They're either over or they're under. There's 3 unders. There's 4 overs that are in play for college basketball today. For NHL, let's go the over on Alex Dembercat. Shots on goal is at 2.5. Vegas has the over at minus 130. He's projected 3.11, a 0.61 projection differential. Solid spot there. And then looking at unders, let's see. We can go the under on John Tavares. John Tavares is at a shots on goal of 3.5. We like his under. Vegas has the under at minus 130. We have him projected at 3.28, a 0.22 projection differential. So the under on Tavares and then the over on Alex Dembercat is where we're going to rock with for NHL. For soccer, the under on Harry Kane, shots of 4.5. League of Legends, nothing for that. CS2. We had some 2.5 values before I started this video, but right now, the best under value is going to be Levi for Unity, map 1 and 2 headshots of 16.5. Under that is at a 1.5, and then we have a lot of over 1.5s here. I'm going to go with this top spot here. I'm going to go over on Grim for Complexity, map 1 and 2 headshots, over 14.5 is the way I'm going to go, but all of these are equal. All of these 1.5s are equal. You can play any of those guys, whoever you have like a lean on or anything like that. I'm going over on Grim's headshots because he's a half line. You can go with him or I'm. Both of those guys are half lines, and I prefer to lean on the half lines than the even lines most times because I don't want to risk a match. I'd rather just win or lose. But yeah, nothing for tennis, nothing for MMA, Dota, or Valorant. So, recap. For NFL, the best spots are going to be the under on Kyler Murray's passing yards of 227.5. And then we have the under on Trevor Lawrence, passing plus rushing of 274.5. Then the under on Bijan Robinson rushing yards of 62.5. And looking at the best overs, we're going to have Raheem Mostert rushing plus receiving yards over 79.5. Alec Pierce receiving yards over 26.5. And then Alan Lazard receiving yards over 15.5 are all solid options that you can go with. All right? For NBA, we're rocking with over on Jusuf Nurkic, points plus assists over 12.5. And then we're grabbing the PRA of Drew Holiday, over 24.5. For college football, over on KJ Jefferson's passing plus rushing yards. And then we're grabbing the under on Anthony Gould's receiving yards of 52.5. And then the under on Cameron Ward's passing yards of 300.5. Under on Blake Corum's rushing yards of 88.5. You can go any of those fours, okay? College basketball, they're all 0.5s again. We grabbed the over on the half line of Jaden Bedieko, rebounds over 6.5, but all of these guys are in play. These are all the best value options for college basketball. For NHL, we're going over on Alex Debricat at 2.5 shots on goal. And then we're grabbing the under on John Tavares, under 3.5 shots on goal. Soccer, under on Harry Kane shots of 4.5. For CS2, we are grabbing the under on Levi for Unity, under map 1 and 2 headshots of 16.5. And then we're grabbing the over on Grim for Complexity because he's at a half line of 14.5. His map 1 and 2 headshots over 14.5. All of these 1.5s are in play, though. And then that'll be it. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Happy Friday. Let's get to this money. If you're interested in getting involved in DFS optimal lineups for DraftKings and FanDuel, you can get that over at greenlightdfs.com, my other company. You can find that here at DFS Content. It'll bring you over there. That is my company. That is where I put my DFS optimal lineups for DraftKings and FanDuel for each sport. That's where I put my favorite prize picks for the day if I have any. So yeah, definitely get involved over there if you're interested in getting involved in DFS. Otherwise, propsmadeeasy.com, baby. Only $15 a month. Let's get it. Again, the PME's Apex Simulator that can simulate games for NFL, NBA, and MLB will be available soon. Okay. Obviously, I will be talking about it on a regular basis once it hits and once it is made official, but it simulates games 10,000 times down to the play level, giving you the best idea of a roundabout where a player is going to score than we have ever seen in the player prop industry. So incredibly excited about that. Been working a lot on getting that ready for everybody. Not me, but the smarter people at Props Made Easy, the data scientists and stuff like that have been putting that together and are excited to release that. So excited for that. Stay tuned for that. Thank y'all for joining me as always, and I'm out. Peace.